In this box is the world's fastest 2K gaming monitor. I was scrolling the internet the other day when up came this, a 480 hertz monitor developed by a professional Valorant team to help make you better at gaming. Seems like an absolute overkill, I thought.
So the only financially responsible thing to do was buy this and see if it does what it says it does. This is the Sony Inzone M10s. Now, this is the biggest thing in question right now. Sony elected to have a circular stand, and now we have this tiny little circle.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Hey, can you hold this for me? Now, the Sony M10s comes in at 480 hertz refresh rate. That, in fact, is the fastest gaming monitor that I have ever purchased. Well, this monitor was actually designed by a pro Valorant team, Fnatic, so yes, it is practical, but essentially it's also a pay to win. But the first things right out of the box that I noticed, well, besides the stand, are gonna be your plugins, because you're gonna be getting 2 USB Type A's, a USB Type B up, 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, and a DisplayPort 2.1. This is where all the drama ensues around this monitor, because yes, it is a DisplayPort 2.1, but it maxes out at 40 gigabit per second transfer speeds, especially with this cord, while DisplayPort 2.1 max out at 80 gigabit per second speeds. Strange. But the speeds that we're lacking from our DisplayPort, I'm hoping we're gonna be making up on the spec list on this bad boy, because we're officially clocking in with a 27-inch display, 1440p resolution, 0.03 millisecond response time, a matte OLED display, all, like I said, on a 480 hertz refresh rate. But bro, the human eye can only see 240 hertz refresh rate. Okay, listen, a simple Google search would prove to you that is completely baloney. But besides the refresh rate, can we talk about this matte OLED display real quick?
Oh, can we?
I don't know, I was asking you, it's okay if...
Oh, cool, yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. Because I didn't realize there was that big of an issue between matte and gloss. I mean, if you look at all the companies that released their matte displays, you go down into the YouTube comments, I am not buying this monitor because it has a matte display. Are you kidding me? Matte display, I mean, it's ridiculous. The only way to see if there's an actual difference is we're bringing the OLED G9 back into the equation. Yeah, make sure you lift up your back. Talk about from a visual difference between the two. You cannot tell the difference between a matte display or a gloss display. So if anyone sits here and says they are not going to buy a monitor based off of having a matte finish on it rather than gloss, I'm just gonna call you crazy.
I feel like I know how to make this one glossy.
When it comes to matte finishes, the major selling points are gonna be A, the glare like we saw when it comes to the flashlight. B, it's also supposed to help reduce eye strain, but also help to reduce smudging on your monitor. And if you got up close to my Odyssey G9 a minute ago, you would notice that both of those probably would help me more than what I'd like to make. Bro, this monitor's wider than I am. Well, I don't know, is it?
No.
But the biggest question is, why would I replace the Samsung OLED G9 with something like the M10s that's so similar? Just to be honest between us girls, gaming on ultra-wides just sucks. But I know why you're truly here. It's the gamer inside of you that says, hey, Samson, I need to up my game. I need to get out of these bronze Valorant lobbies. Well, the cool thing about the Inzone monitor is it actually has a built-in 24-inch display. And you can either do it on the center of the screen or the bottom of the screen, because when you talk about FPS games, majority of people like to be at that 24-inch. So you come in here, hit center, and it turns off. We're still maintaining that 480 hertz refresh but it is gonna drop down slightly when it comes to resolution. So instead of being at that 1440p resolution, you're now at 1332. Are you gonna see any differences when it comes to this? No. But speaking of helping me get out of my bronze Valorant lobbies, this monitor actually comes with what's called FPS Pro Plus. Essentially what it's gonna do is it's gonna utilize and put an emphasis on colors like red, yellow, and purple, which most games use to help outline enemies. This was the mode that I originally talked about that the Fnatic Valorant Pro team helped utilize and develop. Is it pay to win? I'm gonna let you decide. Like all the blues and the purples are kind of blending together. Look at the difference in the vibrance and the reds, the yellows, and the purples. But you know, the most important thing that we sat here talking about is how well does this thing game compared to something like the Samsung OLED G9? Well, one way to find out, boys.
Now, as we test these games, I'm gonna see how our refresh rate holds up on top of the overall quality itself. So we'll go ahead and start up a game of Fortnite.
Unlimited. I might have to turn it down for max settings though. All right, we are achieving 391 was the highest that I saw up there. I mean, for low settings, this actually looks, I don't know where I just landed.
Now, there is a big difference when you're running max graphics compared to low on Fortnite. And with this PC having an AMD 7900 XTX, it ran this game buttery smooth, but we never saw those FPS markers of 480, which is gonna be one of my biggest concerns when it comes to this monitor.
No! We gotta go try a different game. The game is broken, doesn't count.
All right, boys, I'm starting to get distracted by my own L's, so it's time for us to switch to Marvel Rivals, a game that actually highlights their enemies so we can test out to see how the FPS Pro Plus affects my gameplay.
You know, made Hulk?
Wow, how big is him of you, okay? Just because we're the same size.
Just in case any of you were wondering how the matte finish would hold up against the sun, well, Quinn made sure to test that out for us.
We're helping or hindering?
It's great, it's great. Oh, sniped him. We're on a 5 kill streak, boys. Oh! Bro, we were out there. Boom, headshot. Boom!
I mean, it's hard to complain about a monitor when you're having one of your best games ever, but overall, this monitor was amazing in Marvel Rivals. I mean, when you're talking about those deeper blacks that OLED boasts about, it was truly amazing.
If that's not proof to buy this monitor, I don't know what can be.
My God.
But overall, it's hard to make the switch to a monitor just to receive 480 hertz refresh rate. I mean, depending on the game, your graphics card, you're not going to be able to hit those refresh rate speeds. I mean, I almost lean towards having a high resolution like 4K and be able to get a better picture quality that I can see instantly. At the end of the day, is this monitor actually costs more than an entire gaming setup that I just built from Walmart, which you can check out that video right here.